Hello, my internet friends. My name is Katie Obi10, and welcome to my Week 4 commentary of Dance with the Stars Season 25. This week was Most Memorable Year Week, and judging by the speculation of why Max took time off to deal with personal issues last week, that's probably more interesting to me than whatever Vanessa was offering. Some stories were good, some were lackluster, and there were a couple of ones that made me cry to no wit's end. So, let's just recap. Frankie kicked off the night with a quick step. I thought he did a great job. Everything about the production and the way he moved was stellar. The problem I had with the routine, though, were his feet. They were just all over the place. However, I thought Frankie had a lot of charm and charisma. It's just sad that he has memory loss. That just has to be horrible not to remember most of the things you've seen in your life. I think that's where he feels blessed to have someone like his girlfriend to write down their daily life. That takes a special kind of woman to do that. Wife her up, Frankie. Don't let her get away. It was a great start to the show. No question about it. Tio brought out a whole new side of him when opening up about his grandmother's death. I feel for him when it comes to that kind of loss, and I have to say, this is one of his better dances. I still don't care for his personality, but he really impressed me this week. He was smooth, he was precise, he was a leading man. I loved it when he was smiling. He just wanted to make his grandmother proud of him, and I'm sure she was watching from the other side, screaming the loudest for her grandbaby. He did this Viennese waltz justice. Nikki relived the time where she had to get neck surgery, determined not to let her career end. That kind of procedure is terrifying. While I appreciate her extending her lines, I felt like she could have done more in the routine. And that's partly Arden's fault in that manner. He has a strong partner. Spice it up, man! Like, don't get me wrong, Nikki is elegant all around, but I want to see more than just her sex appeal. If nothing changes in the next couple weeks, I fear we might lose this pairing. And here we have another underwhelming performance from Nick Lachey. While I do believe this is one of his best dances to date, I felt like he could have done more to make himself stand out. The fact alone that Peter Murgatroyd doesn't step it up her game is kind of upsetting. I still think she's one of the best female pros we have in the game, but I think her becoming a wife and a mom has changed her aspects of choreographing. I would have believed she has the time for this show, but I really think she needs to take time off to focus more on her son. Honestly, I figured either Nick or Vanessa were going to talk about their wedding day, so that was no surprise there. They're just milking in this whole married couple concept worse than when Carlos and Alexa competed in season 21. The day when one of the Lachey's gets eliminated will be a breath of fresh air for me. And honestly, I hope it's Nick very soon. Most of you who have been with me from the very beginning know how I am when someone comes out here and talks about the loss of a parent, particularly the father role. And it should come as no surprise that I cried like a bitch. This was the most simple yet beautiful concepts I have seen from Mark. It was more of a flashback of a daughter spending time with her father. The balloon concept was beyond precious. And then you have the ending where it's basically saying, even though I'm gone, I will always be here for you. Oh my god, the waterworks wouldn't stop. Lindsay kept that going when she revealed Mark's attire was her father's clothing. My god, I don't think that's ever been done in the history of the show. That takes guts and strength to do that, especially when a death is so recent. Another beautiful dance from Team Stark. Were they underscored in my opinion? Not really. No, I don't think so. I'm just happy with whatever score they receive each week. Derek talked about a time where his daughter had a rare form of eye cancer, given the choice of taking her eyes out or not. I wouldn't wish that scenario on anyone else. His dance was a celebration of life and family. Some of the moves were kind of wonky, but hey, they were given jazz, so it's kind of fair game. He was full of joy and energy. I would like to think that he was very proud of what he and Sharna created for his daughter. It was crafted well, and it was just adorable all around. The relationship that Jordan has with his adopted parents is beautiful. I love how much he is grateful for them and how much they invested in caring for him. He brought out the emotion of the contemporary while trying to hold it in himself. He wanted to make it perfect to make his parents proud, but I'm pretty sure they're already proud of everything he's accomplished. What I love about Lindsay is that she creates something new and exciting with each of her partners, and it never ceases to amaze me. If anyone deserved 10s this week, I'm definitely glad it was these two. I like Sasha. I really do. but her and Gleb don't do anything to make themselves stand out. I've asked a couple of people who watch the show what their thoughts on Sasha is, and their answers are basically all the same. They forget she's on the season until Monday. That's how forgettable she's starting to become. I enjoy Gleb as a dancer. I just wish he would step up his choreography to help Sasha out more. It doesn't matter if she has a strong fan base with Pretty Little Liars, it's all about the popularity of the pros sometimes. And with Gleb on his 4th season, I don't think the producers see him as marketable as Derek, or Marg, or Val or Max. I think this pairing is in trouble of getting eliminated pretty soon if they don't shape up. It's so nice to see Max join the rest of the class again. Note my pun. Anywho, it's typical of Vanessa to dance to her husband's song. I knew we'd get there at some point or another. Her dramatic birth with her youngest is just so sad, not knowing what the fate would have been. I thought the dance was pretty, and she did great. Her hips were being wonky, though. Vanessa and Max looked like they weren't connecting, so the stories probably had to be true. I mean, Max looked like he was saying, "Please just call our names," when Tom and Aaron were revealing who all was in jeopardy. Let's see how the rest of the season plays out for this pair. We might get a repeat of season 13 on our hands. Drew was stellar in the jive, which is great news. I have to say, though, that Jonathan stole the show when he stepped on the dance floor. This was so much fun to watch. Emma was basically living the dream if she got to dance with the Property Brothers. I mean, come on, who wouldn't want to do that? Drew's story is inspiring for those who want to chase their dreams. This was pure fun all around. It certainly brightened up my night. I love to see people improve each week, and I would like to believe that Drew is stepping up his game to make himself last longer in this competition. Keep it up, man. Keep it up. Victoria closed the show with her inspiring story. To go through what she had to deal with, there are no words to describe the hell one must have suffered in that state of mind. And from that to being wheelchair-bound to where she is today, it's just mind-blowing. I'm still speechless. Getting into the dance, there was plenty of body contact. She was glowing, and she just looks so happy being where she is right now. She's like a ray of sunshine. To be honest, I think Val pulls off the no-beard look better than Max. It gives him more of an innocent look. But knowing the history of Val going last in recent seasons, I thought it would have been predictable to give Victoria better scores, but all nines is pretty damn good as well. I can't wait to see what these two have in store for us next week. And once again, the Lachey Schmerkowski happy hour has caused another Raw elimination. Or maybe it was for the best about Derek's departure. I believe one of you guys in the comments section told me weeks ago that Jimmy Kimmel selected Derek as the winner for this season. Boy, must he feel fucking stupid now. I think what also caused his elimination was, like Sasha, he didn't stand out. And it's a shame, really, because I think he could have survived another couple weeks. But it is what it is. Honestly, I'm just surprised that Sharna was eliminated early. That hasn't happened since her 2nd season on the show. Well, I hope to see her come back strong next season. Maybe with someone that has a higher star power, but that's just my wishful thinking. Just don't give her another Bonner Bolton, okay? Next week is something we've already done in the spring seasons. Disney! I really don't want to do this again, not in the same year. But I guess with the spin-off show taking the spring slots next year, this is what we're gonna have to deal with. And I expect nothing more or less from Mark when it comes to this category. Not at all. I expect something fan-fucking-tastic. So sound off in the comments below! What did you guys think of this week's episode? Whose story moved you? Who didn't impress you? Do you think the right couple was eliminated? If you guys enjoyed this week's video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel and you want to see more of me in the future, hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon to be alerted when I upload new content. Until next week, take care everybody!